Viewers, welcome back to the PI show. We're doing the mailbag with Kathy. Welcome back, Kathy. How are you going?
Good, thank you, Tony. Good evening, Harry. How are
Evening.
you?
We had John Carancis back by popular demand.
We did.
And I put to him that he should have a trifecta or quadrella for him this
And
this
what did
year.
he say?
Oh no, he's going to try. He's going to try.
Good,
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
In the Supreme
hopefully-
Court.
In the Supreme.
In the Supreme Court.
Excellent. Well, hopefully we'll have something else to talk about it later this year, viewers.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Our $1 million man.
Yes.
We're very fortunate to have him. Viewers, thank you so much for writing in again. We're going to jump into some questions because we've got many to answer and unfortunately we keep running out of time. The first question tonight, Dear PI Show, it's I was involved in a jiu-jitsu tournament recently during which I sustained a severe disc injury to my neck. Can I claim? Now, Tony, can you answer this for Laura from Black Rock?
Well, it's very vague. I mean, you'd need a lot more facts than that because under the Wrongs Act, I think there's a section that inherently dangerous activities are probably excluded, Harry. But in this one here, unless it was something very, very exceptional about what happened, I don't think she'd have a claim. Plus, she's got a serious neck injury, so you'd imagine you'd get over the 5% threshold, wouldn't you, Harry?
Probably,
Pain and
yeah.
suffering.
I think, yeah. So you need 5%, whole person impairment. So that's the first question. And secondly, see, the tournament's governed by rules. There's an association. So, but inherently there is a risk
Of getting injured.
in the tournament
It'd have to be
itself.
something very unusual and something right outside the guidelines and rules.
Outside the rules, yeah.
I think so.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it might be the surface of where she was injured, the occupier's liability.
Or it could have been a malicious act on the part of the
Deliberate-
person that she was competing
Deliberate or
against.
malicious,
Yeah,
breaking the rules.
that's right.
So it's like playing rugby. You know, if you break the rules in rugby, and there's a bit of case law
Yeah.
on that, Tony.
Or if you're playing footy and someone comes out and whacks you.
Maliciously,
Yeah.
behind the play, outside the rules.
That's
But
right.
not in the course of the conduct. Of
She needs to get advice because there's going to be a lot of questions to be asked and a lot of investigating to be done.
So it's the facts of the case that would really
Very
determine
important,
as
yes.
to whether Laura has a claim or not.
That's
I will
exactly right.
thank you, Laura, for writing in. We hope that you seek legal advice to answer your claim or whether potential claim. Question 2 is from Jewel in St Kilda. She writes, "Hi guys, I suffered a serious back injury in 1999. My lawyer applied for compensation at the time and I was offered a paltry sum. I did not want to accept it because my back had not yet stabilised and I was worried that the sum awarded would not reflect my overall impairment. However, my lawyer made me go to a medical panel who did not recognise my overall body impairment. Now, all these years later, I am unable to work, have had another back operation and am still on morphine. Is there anything else I can do now?" Now, Harry, this is interesting because if someone's been awarded compensation, does it give rise to further compensation at a later stage?
It can. The facts that we don't know about, the magic date is the 22nd of October 1999. If the person was injured after that date, then they've got a common law claim. If they're injured a day before that date, they don't have a common law claim.
Back then, Harry, it was really complicated because you couldn't take a 98C lump sum claim and common law. You had to choose.
An
There was an election, yes.
Yeah. But Tony, the first thing is the date of injury.
That's highly relevant.
So if he's got a date of injury after 22nd of October 99, that's when the last Labor government, if people have got memories, the last Labor government of Mr Bracks was sworn into office on that day and they amended the legislation to reflect the fact that he was sworn into office that day, and that's when they brought back common law in Victoria. And if people have got further memories, Tony, Mr Kennett abolished common law. And he's the president of your footy club.
Well, he better get his act together, Harry, or he might not be there.
What?
But,
Well, if you
So you might lose the footy club plus.
I actually tried to invite him on the show, Harry, so you better be nice to him.
Well,
He's also the...
Tony, he's got very strong views about lawyers.
Yeah, but Beyond Blue, Harry, it's a pretty important organisation. I wanted to get him on for that.
I agree. Yeah,
So I think I better...
I agree.
Mr Kennett, we're not having a go at you. We'll get you on the show eventually. Just be nice and we'll bring you on and you can
Well,
tell us
no,
all
look,
about
I
it.
agree. Look, no, look,
I think
Beyond Blue's
Beyond
an
Blue's very
important
important.
initiative, and
Yeah.
he's taken a very prominent
Yeah,
role.
yeah.
But setting that
I
aside,
actually spoke to him about that and wanted to get him on the show over that. So
okay.
Well,
Okay.
viewers, I think you should watch out for a political segment that might be coming up later this year. But in any event,
Sorry, getting back to Jules, sorry. This, we were talking about the date of injury. So that's one, the
That's
first
right.
factor is the date of injury. Secondly, Tony raised an interesting point about whether a 98C, not like one set of compensation extinguishes the rights. I don't think it does in this case.
no, as at the date, if you had to elect,
To go down 98C
you either took
or
the
common
98C
law.
lump sum or
But
common law.
the
You couldn't
person
do
got,
both.
Jewel got 0 under 98C, Tony. The medical panel
Well,
found less than 10%.
In that case, you'd probably have your rights open to you,
Yes.
provided you fell under the after
After
the date,
22nd of October.
22nd of October.
Now, so I think hopefully if it's after October 99,
1999.
then Jewel does have a claim and
Yes.
they can sue. You've got to get extensions of time because it's more than 6 years from date of injury. So you've got to get leave of the court, which probably won't be too difficult. But Jewel probably has an entitlement to damages. And
I can't work out from Miss Harry whether she actually got anything. I mean,
well, she would have got weekly, I assume, weekly payments and medical expenses.
no, but I got the. It almost sounds like she was offered a small amount and then went to the panel, but she might have got something small from the panel, and if she did, she couldn't go common law.
Yeah,
'Cause I
look,
can't
we
really
got to,
work
we
it
got
out.
to,
You really
you
need
have
to
to
know the facts
assess, investigate the facts. But Tony, the glass is half full, and
Yeah, you've got to look into it carefully.
we'd probably say give it a go.
Ring up a lawyer, get some proper advice, and let's clear up the facts. I think that's important.
Yeah.
okay, and moving on to our last question for this evening. It's from Andre in Broadmeadows. Dear PI Show, I was recently playing basketball at a leisure centre when I slipped and injured my knee. I now need a knee reconstruction. Am I entitled to compensation? Please help. Now, Tony,
Well, this is a
Person-
public liability
that's
case
right.
again, governed by the Wrongs Act, so you'd need more than 5%, but interestingly, you'd have to work out why he slipped. Now, if he slipped because there was water on the floor, or the floor was worn out, or it was just a slippery surface, Harry, you'd have to get an engineer to do slip tests and all sorts of things. So, no, look, I'd investigate
And was
this
there a
one.
case where you had a look at where there was signage on the
There was.
floor?
I think that's
And-
still going, so I've got to be careful what I say.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there was an issue where
A basketballer slipped
a basketball
on
slipped
signage.
on signage.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was something that you have to investigate.
Yeah, you've
but
got to
It's a
investigate.
slippery floor, and we think that the person probably should succeed.
Yes,
The glass
this,
is half full.
This is
Tony?
one that I would definitely investigate and want more facts and
Yes.
You'd like to
But
see this
you're
person.
pretty optimistic.
Yeah, I think
person.
so. I think this is a good case.
well, optimism at its best. Viewers, could you please visit us to catch earlier shows and to keep writing in at www.thepishow.com. And thank you again for having me on.
Thanks, Kathy.
Thanks,
Kathy.
Kathy. Thanks.
Thanks,
Yeah,
viewers.
keep watching. Keep watching.
Stay safe.